Let's go.
Hey everyone, Kirk Herbstreit here, and welcome to the official EA Sports College Football 25 Gameplay Deep Dive. Today's focus is on the exciting new Campus IQ gameplay feature set, which includes the new wear and tear system, player abilities, home field advantage, unique playbooks, and a host of new mechanics that deliver the explosive, fast-paced gameplay unique to college football. Let's get into it. The new wear and tear system changes how you approach every snap. Wear and tear is a progressive player health system that prioritizes strategic substitutions and diverse play calling to keep your players healthy. With wear and tear, every hit matters, but not all hits have the same impact. And a single hit, like a blow to a quarterback's throwing arm, can change everything, just like it can in real life. Every hit scales differently and will have unique effects on a player's performance as damage and fatigue add up over the course of a game. Managing wear and tear is critical to your team's success, both in a single game and over the course of a season. In EA Sports College Football 25, we're introducing both mental and physical player abilities that help separate highly skilled players from untested freshmen. In contrast to the pros, where superstar talent is generally balanced across the league, The player abilities in college were designed to showcase the overall discrepancy in player and team skill levels. Physical abilities boost attributes like breaking tackles, or can provide protection from wear and tear. Mental abilities enhance intangible traits like leadership, pre-snap clarity at the line of scrimmage, and staying calm under pressure. Here you can see the stadium pulse meter is maxed out, but the visiting quarterback does not have the mental ability, headstrong, which provides resistance to distractions. The visiting quarterback here does have headstrong active, so he can see the field more clearly and will be less prone to mistakes for this play. A player can have up to 8 abilities, and they can scale in effectiveness, providing situational advantages throughout a game that ignite the dynamic and unpredictable moments that make college football so exciting. From Tiger Stadium to Happy Valley, we're pumping the sights and sounds of the most iconic and daunting home field environments right into your living room. And with home field advantage, the host team has the upper hand. As the visiting team, you'll face various degrees of home field advantages impacting confidence and composure levels, on-field performance, and more. Home field advantage will disorient players with lower composure levels more than it will for the level-headed players. Decisions like audibles and hot routes will become more difficult because these stadiums will be rocking, so it's more important than ever to keep your team in manageable down and distance situations. With 134 FBS teams to choose from in EA Sports College Football 25, the wide range of play styles is something you can't experience anywhere else. From wide splits in Oklahoma, to the triple option at Air Force, to Michigan's dominant ground game, the playbook variety makes for unique matchups every game. Fake out your rivals with new user reverse handoffs, explore the new option game, and other new trick plays. With more teams throwing the ball all over the field, College Football 25's revamped passing mechanic adds control and variation to every dropback. To expand player variation at quarterback, we focused on tuning situational throws and an array of new trajectories that will provide more passing control with a timed button press. Other new gameplay mechanics will give you more control before and after the snap. Adjust the length of your primary route with custom stems. Switch players directionally with the new switch stick for post-snap control. Master the new kicking meter and call a number of new hot routes at the line. For more on gameplay and playbooks, check out the Campus Huddle blog. Subscribe today to get the latest EA Sports College Football 25 news. To make it game day every day this season, pre-order the MVP bundle, which includes both EA Sports College Football 25 and EA Sports Madden NFL 25 for Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5. Till next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
That was impressive, man.
I'm liking it.
That was impressive, bro. I like it.
I'm definitely liking it.
Let's see why I can't. Let me get you on screen.
I'm definitely liking it. You know we got to break this down.
Oh, yeah, we got
here. You can take.
We got to break this down. We about to break this down right now.
We got to go back to it, and we definitely got to break this down a little bit because, for me, B. James, the fact that every hit matters, and I want to really see. Obviously, we're not going to know until the game drops, but once the game drops, that's when we'll be able to figure out, what hits are actually going to matter.
Hey everyone, Kirk Herbstreit here, and welcome to the official EA Sports College Football 25
let's break this down,
gameplay
man. Let's break this down.
Today's focus is on the exciting new Campus IQ gameplay.
I got my
feature
coffee.
set,
I'm
which
ready to go.
includes the new wear and tear system, player abilities, home field advantage, unique playbooks, and a host of new mechanics that deliver the explosive, fast-paced gameplay unique to college football. Let's get into it. The new wear and tear system changes how you approach every snap.
All right, so I'm gonna pause it right there. The wear and tear system, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I just got done. I just got done talking about it for a quick second. I really think that if this is gonna, if this is gonna, this can help or hurt the game. I think help it a little bit more because it's gonna make people play a little bit more realistic. And we've already seen that the game is, from what we've seen even here on the screen, this game is significantly faster than Madden. So when we talk about some of these things going on, this game is fast, man.
Yeah.
This game is way faster than Madden. We see that. We haven't even touched the sticks yet. We see it. This game is way faster. So these hits,
but not all
these hits are gonna make these hits should make a difference. They really should.
Yeah. Yeah.
These hits should make a difference. Like hits like that right there. Like that was the one hit right there. Go back a couple seconds to that if you can. Like that hit under the armpit. That hit under the armpit, that's got to do something to somebody. Like, look at the hit under the armpit. Like that hit under the armpit right there.
Yeah.
That's got to do something to a throwing motion or whatever, and it could affect the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's gonna be a big deal. I like what they're doing with the wear and tear, man. And if this is successful, you talk about it all the time, B. James. If this is successful, is this something that they could possibly bring into Madden?
Now this is the thing. Okay, see,
you know what I mean?
They got a plethora of abilities that they just posted.
Yeah, there's a ton of abilities. Yeah, no X factors though, and I do like that. To be honest with you.
X factors really don't matter. It's the plethora of abilities. And my thing is I think Madden got carried away with the abilities, and I think it's majority where the game is too reliant on abilities.
Yeah.
Opposed to just attributes. Now, if these abilities are attribute based, then that could be something totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as just abilities, just having abilities on this, I don't know. We can see how that plays out. I know that the good teams are gonna be way better than the bottom tier teams. That's expected. That's how it should be. You know, but as for the wear and tear, I like the entire concept of it. I know that they tried to implement something like that in Madden this year with the fatigue, and it wasn't well received. But that I get it because at a certain skill level that you have the meta, and guys are accustomed to playing a certain way, and you know they didn't like being able to. They didn't like having to come out a dime or a dollar in spinner and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's the competitive scene. The competitive scene, that's how they're gonna be. You know what I mean? They play a specific way.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? If it's too realistic, they're not gonna enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's
So,
I'm just
my thing is this, and to a certain extent, like I said, that's what I want to know if this is going to transition into Madden or not, because that makes for an interesting topic for the Madden discussion. But as far as this game goes, it doesn't look like a reskin. You know what I mean? Or what are they saying? Just like a Madden overhaul with college teams on it. It doesn't seem like that.
No.
They got different types of abilities, as you can see. They have different names. And the game, just the fluidity of the game, as you can see right here, it just looks and feels it looks and feels better than Madden. You know, it looks and feels better. It doesn't the cuts? You know, it just seems it's faster. You know what I mean? I like a game that's faster, where it looks like real football is being played. Dudes breaking on the ball. You saw he broke on the ball right there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what you want to see in the game. You want to see guys actually just like breaking on the ball. Like if you're playing the issue I've had with football games as of late is that the defense doesn't play like real. It's hard to score in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the defense in these football games, or Madden to sum it all up, it hasn't been here. It hasn't been here. People say, you know, the offense is complex and things like that, but the guys just dummy out, and that's what I don't want to see and I guess we're gonna have to wait to see the gameplay
Of course.
when the game comes out. I mean, like to be able to feel the gameplay and play it at a certain level to see how it feels. But it's gonna be. I know this game is gonna be fun, and it's gonna be a lot of scoring. It's gonna be defense, but it may be minimal defense because of the parity.
College.
It's college. It's college.
Yeah,
so you can't
college.
expect it all, and you're gonna have some 82 speed guys.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some.
Yeah.
84 speed guys. You're gonna have, it's gonna be different. So you're gonna have the elite guys, and then you're gonna have the guys that's middle tier, and then you have the guys that's not top tier guys. You know what I mean? Kind of like bottom tier guys. So I like that. I like them making you feel the difference in the attributes and the players and stuff like that based on what they're saying so far. So Seems interesting, man. I like it.
Yeah. Hey, look, I like it a lot, man. And,
I like the play. Look at these playbooks. Look at these plays.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I mean, you know what? I'm more excited. Obviously, the game, it's not a reskin as you stated.
Yeah.
I'm more excited at looking at these playbooks. Like I'm telling you, like I think the first thing I do when I fire the game up, I'm gonna look at these playbooks because.
Playbooks first.
I'm going to look at all these playbooks, man, because this is going to be this is the game of college. So there's going to be so much going on with the playbooks, man. That's going to be the first thing I look at because, I mean, the game is going to be the game. But, man, these playbooks are going to make all the difference in the world, man. It really is. And the fact that if these hits that they're talking about really matters, you're gonna have some type of game plan coming into a game playing somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Depending upon the team, whatever team you're playing against. But at the end of the day, man, like this looks very promising. This looks very promising.
And I like the fact that you can click on, like the click on ability is better in this game. How many times have you dropped in? You've been quick snap, and you've been dropped in the coverage, and you get stuck on a D lineman, and you can't find your way to the safety. Or somebody close to the ball. It takes forever to find your way back to the person nearest the ball. But with that new feature that they added into the game, you can quickly get back in play. Back on defense and get into the field of play to make a play on the ball on defense. So I like that. I like that a lot. So
yeah. I definitely like this a lot too. I think that this is this looks like it's going to be a very promising game. Right now, from what we've seen today, and then obviously it's starting to get closer and closer. We're about to hit the month of June tomorrow, so we're getting closer and closer, and then obviously we're gonna get more information. And I know later on today we're probably gonna get a ton of information from other people too.
For sure.
Because now, and I think Ray Weather said it too, that now that they released that, he can dive into more things that he saw.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. So now the fact that he could dive into more things, it's going to be a situation where now we could say, okay, now we know what to expect, with it, within the game and everything.
Yep.
Let me say this real quick too, because this is a topic that we talked about it on Wednesday. For some of the guys that didn't, see Wednesday's podcast, definitely go back and check it out. Here on Madden Underground. And here on Twitch and also on YouTube too. Make sure you go back and check it out. Cause we went, myself, B. James, and Philly. We all went deep into this conversation. But I want to bring it up again because I actually got reached out from a couple different leagues, and a lot of guys are very upset at the fact that no crossplay, no exporting of the rosters and everything else. So, B. James, do me a favor real quick, just for the guys that may not have seen it. Break down for them real quick, right? And I'm gonna elaborate with you as well too. Break down real quick on what was the reasonings.
Okay, so
that they're not going to have exporting, for example.
Okay,
let's talk about exporting first. Let's talk about that.
We'll start with the exporting.
And that's one of the biggest things that everybody's going crazy about.
The biggest thing, one of the biggest things that you love about the previous NCAA's was being able to export the players into Madden. When they had the Madden, that was that same year. That was one of the biggest features. When they didn't lead with that feature, I felt that it probably wouldn't be in the game. So, especially with them selling the Madden college football bundle together and that not being one of the specific features that they highlighted, it raised concerns for me and a lot of other people in the community. So when that time came and they released the information and the feature wasn't in the game, everybody wondered why. And it's because it's kind of like this: every player in Madden is part of the NFLPA, Players Association. So these players one being amateur players, and it was, and then not being able to, they got their name and likeness and face and likeness and things like that, name and likeness in the game, this game, but for you to transport them into Madden, they would have to be part of the NFLPA. They're not going to even let you edit the players in the game that's already in the game. So just for that purpose, so that you can't do anything weird to make them to do something that could get them sued. That's outside of whatever the ramifications of the contracts or the deal that they made with the players are. So that's why you don't have exporting, is because you got real players in the game now. And everybody thought like real players in the game, that would be great to be able to export them to Madden. But the thing is that they only have the rights for them as college football players. They don't. Once you go to the NFL, they would have to be part of NFLPA for them to be able to export them into Madden. And that's where the issue comes in at.
And kind of to piggyback to what Brian is saying here, for the guys that have not played college before, because there's a lot of you guys out there that probably have never played college before.
Yeah.
A lot of us have, obviously. Back in the day, they didn't have these these deals for college players. So all you saw was number 10, number 57, number 23. So those players, you could export all you want. There's no deals with those at all. You know what I mean? Nobody was getting paid at that particular time. The second, the one thing that we all have to realize, and it took, obviously we were all upset about it too, but we had to take the business element of it and kind of and have an understanding as to why they're not doing it. And this is the primary reason why they're not doing it. They have to be a part of that of the NFLPA in order to do any type of transport. Can you imagine transporting, or exporting, excuse me, one particular player to a different type of game? All those guys are getting paid, but then this guy ain't getting paid. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You know what I mean? So no matter how much we love the game, and no matter how much we want to see things like that in the game, we always have to remember, as most of us grown adults, we all have to remember there's always a money aspect in the back burner that we don't know anything about, contracts and everything else that we don't know anything about. And EA has to protect themselves in regards to that. So to be quite honest with you, after thinking about it like that, and then obviously, myself, Brian, Philly having a discussion, and just kind of looking at what's going on in the community of Madden and college, we have an understanding now. And I'm not even, and with that situation, although I'm a little, upset, but I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
Because we can't be mad about it. You know what I mean? Now maybe later on, maybe later on they work out deals where things like that can happen. You know what I mean? I'm sure EA's probably looking into some type of legalities or something like that to get that figured out, so that way they can do things like that. I guarantee you they have things ready to get that stuff done. They did it 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because they did it 10 years ago, they have the mindset that they can do it. But it's just the legalities. You can't do it right now. Just can't do it.
Okay, so they've added a lot of things to the website just now. So I'm gonna try to bring that up real quick on here.
All right. Let's get it.
That way everybody can see what it is that I'm looking at. Let me see. Let's see.
I'm actually heading to the site myself too, real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. News. Okay, yeah. So the only thing they added was the deep dive
No, that's
in
that's
the.
the deep dive. They added the details so you could read it. Let me see if we can get to that part.
Yeah, I really think that this wear and tear is going to be something different, man. This wear and tear is going to be something different.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Like this is going to be that. Just kind of sitting down, just reading it right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be this is going to be really really different.
Let's see.
And then they have and they have certain parts like they're telling you, the risk of injuries, severe, high, increased.
So, so I got a picture of Travis Hunter right here.
Like that's wild.
You see this picture of Travis Hunter? You got the fan
Yep.
favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It has his ratings, his mentals, his physicals, and his health. And I guess there's more. So it says fan favorite, increased composure gains at home. Okay. It has a best friend trait and a clear-headed trait. So I guess those are. So then it has a list of mental and physical attributes. So he's a fan favorite, best friend, and clear-headed. I don't know what those things do in particular, but
Yeah. I mean, those are things we're gonna have to look into definitely.
his physicals are sure hands, 50-50, double dip, layout, and recoup. So I think recoupers just recuperate. That's the same thing as the energizer thing on Madden. Layout means it's kind of looks like what acrobat is.
Yeah, basically.
It Madden. Double dip. I don't know what the 50-50 is, but I like the concept of it. It's the sound of it, and then the sure hands. So I guess that means he don't really drop too many passes. Let's see what else they have over here. I guess it shows you right here what it is. So sure hands is improved standard catches, improved jump ball ability for the 50-50 double dip, improved double move routes, and improved dive catches. Recoup is improved fatigue recovery. And I think if you got a player like Travis Hunter, you're definitely gonna need that improved recoup, to improve fatigue recovery, because they're probably gonna allow him to play on both sides of the ball. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And another question I had too was, like, is he the only player that can play on both sides of the ball, or can you just pick any player that may have the attributes to play on both sides of the ball? Or are there only certain players they're allowing to play on both sides of the ball?
Well, here's the thing too. I think
that makes for an interesting question.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting question. And I think that if you run dynasties, then obviously you're going to have new players coming in as well too. That's not going to be
moving too fast.
You're going to have other players coming in, freshman players and things like that. So you're going to get other players if you're playing dynasties. You're going to get different players coming in that may be able to play on both sides of the ball as well. So that definitely is a question to be asked. And I'm sure throughout the next few weeks, we're gonna get way more information in regards to it. There's gonna be guys playing the game for sure. So
yeah,
there's gonna be guys playing the game for sure. So we'll definitely see, man. We're gonna see in the next couple of weeks what's gonna entail, what's going on. And you already know there's gonna be guys that some of the big guys they're gonna get a copy of the game early. You know what I mean? So they're definitely going to give us more information.
Yeah. So right here you have the pregame, the information on the pregame. They got this thing called, I guess, the Campus IQ encompasses the overarching concept that is built gameplay to be what it is today. With that said, college gameplay was built on these three fundamental pillars: all 22, 134 ways to play, and stories of Saturday. So all 22 highlights the importance of individual players and their unique abilities It emphasizes the differentiation in talent between the best and the worst players in college football. 134 ways to play. From day one, our message was every team is somebody's favorite team, properly representing offensive scheme from Air Force triple option to the air raid at USC was the utmost importance to us. The final pillar, stories of Saturday, seeks to encapsulate the raw emotions of these students, athletes. They perform under the intense pressure in hostile environments. A true freshman is going to respond differently compared to a senior. So getting this right was really important. Bringing all of these together would ultimately have us landing arguably the most important aspect of college football, which is wide open gameplay. So basically, what they did, they're trying to bring to life is the open, basically create a football game that's would be equivalent to an open world football game. You know what I mean? Where basically you're in control. You kind of in control of with everything that happens. You know what I mean? Or basically anything could possibly happen on the field. And I like that. I like the fact that because in college football, nothing's consistent in college football. You know what I mean? Like nothing's consistent. So I love the fact that anything could possibly happen in the game. So that's, in my opinion, I think that's great. Stick work from the start. One of our primary objectives was to capture the authenticity of and wide open gameplay of college football. We studied and tried to recreate explosiveness of current and former college football legends. The result of the game allows you to not only play north and south, but also east and west, thus unlocking a whole new level of excitement to the game. However, we didn't stop there. We introduced all new specific run styles for the different archetypes in college football. This will provide more in-depth and personalized game experience, allowing players to mimic the styles of their favorite athletes to create their own unique approach to the game. Now, this is interesting to me because, Snipes, how many times have we talked about there only being a few ways to win in Madden?
Oh, we talk about that all the time.
That's one of my pet peeves in Madden is there only being a few ways to win games in Madden. That's one thing that really irks me. It irks me to the core. So for there being multiple, for them saying that they're highlighting multiple ways to play the game, multiple ways to win, and allowing you to be able to create schemes and things like that, unique schemes to tailor to the style of play football that you want to play. I think that's great. You know, I think that adds to the romance of college football. You know, that you love about college football is the things that you don't see. These are things that you're not going to see on Sundays. You know, so yeah. You know, and I was talking to Blaze yesterday. He said, you know, high school and college, you know, they're allowed to do creative things that the NFL isn't allowed to do. And then you're gonna see those things, those new schemes and new concepts in college and high school before they get to the NFL. Once they're perfected and the team is found a way to win them, you'll see NFL teams incorporating some of these things into
and that's one of the that's one of the reasons why you got powerhouses like, you know, Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah.
You know, you get those powerhouses that are consistently winning and consistently, you know, going to national championships and you know winning titles and everything else. Like these guys are they set the trend. And I'll go by just saying this too, man. I'm looking forward to seeing whoever's in any of the leagues that we're doing. I'm looking forward to seeing who's gonna run that triple option, man, and see what guys are gonna do with it, man. I'm so pumped to see things like that back. You know what I mean? Into a football game, because it just, and especially that nowadays in the days of streaming, where we actually get to see guys literally doing this. 10 years ago, we couldn't. 10 years ago, we wasn't doing this.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean.
I see a lot of
wasn't
people
doing this 10 years ago.
A lot of people in the chat are tired of the abilities. A lot of people in the chat are just tired. They just want to play a straight football game, and that's what they were. That's what they were hoping to get with this game. And I think, like I said, with this game, I don't know how the abilities work. I don't know if you're playing in a dynasty, what players will get the abilities, or how does that even work? I know you can't personally assign any abilities because you can't edit the players, right?
Because you can't edit players.
So whatever team you get, whatever they have is what they have until you develop them or improve them or whatnot. But yeah,
But you know what? Most guys that play Madden, they and accepts the challenge of building a team. They're gonna take this game and kind of do the same thing. There's gonna be some guys that's gonna say, you know what? Let me go ahead and take let me go take Boise State.
Nah. There are guys gonna do that. Yeah, there are gonna be guys that do that
because they accept that challenge and say, "Yo, let me see where my skills is at," or if they might think that their skills is up to par right there, and they could do that, and they're gonna try to build that team. That there's gonna be guys that's gonna do that, man. I know you can't trade players. I know you can't do this, that, and the third, but they're gonna want to take that and say, let me see how I could recruit. Let me see how I could recruit in this game. Let me see, what I could build from scratch with this particular team. And so obviously, most guys are gonna try to take a powerhouse squad to get some dubs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So you get to pick your way to win, as you just got done talking.
Yeah, you get to pick. It's going to be multiple ways of winning a game. More than one way to skin a cat this year. So, I mean, as far as they're saying right now in college, we'll see when the game come out. It may be all.
Indeed.
It may be all whatever the better is.
What's good, Militant? Good to see you, brother.
So we'll see what happens though. But let's check out this welcome to the wear and tear section part of it. Wear and tear is a feature that takes the football gridiron to an unprecedented level of realism. This feature ensures every.
Why you had to talk like that?
Because they said when you say realism, you know what I mean. It gives you that feel. You know what I mean. This feature ensures every hit matters and not all hits are created equal. Wear and tear is a brand new and unique damage system that adds a whole new layer of depth and strategy to your gameplay and roster management. This is reflective of what we see on Saturdays. Yeah. We saw Travis Hunter going playing on both sides of the ball, and he went down last year. You know what I mean? He went down. He was out for a certain amount of time. He took a hit at receiver. He wasn't the same on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we seen these things happen. I love the concept of it. There's some more to it. Let's see. Wear and tear is designed to simulate the real world effect of fatigue and damage on a player's performance. We had this incorporated into Madden, and you meta warriors, you medevac Eskimos, you guys didn't know what to do with yourself because you love to run spinner, and when that guard pulled and pushed that DB's face into the dirt, and he turned red and he wouldn't come back on the field because he was scared to get hit again. You guys didn't know what to do. You guys were like, "What? I can't run this guy. I don't like the game. Yeah. I can't do this." You guys turned into women. And not saying not to disrespect any women out there that play the game, but it was just an emotional response from a lot of men. I like the concept of it. I like the concept of pain being inflicted on players that are smaller, or if you got a weak box, you got guards pulling, linemen hitting DBs. I like to see the fatigue hit them. I thought that was dope. It added a little parity to the game. It gave you more than one way to win the game. You didn't have to sit in and bunch and run double post and all that stuff all game. And because basically that's what you have to do to play at an elite level in Madden is you have to run the same thing everybody else is running and try to run it better than them.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
that's all it is.
Just find a way to exploit the defense the way everybody else exploit the defense, and then become everybody's running the same thing. That's why. All right, so
but you know what guys are gonna do. Let's keep it in perspective though, B. James, because we know from 10 years back playing this game in college, guys are gonna do that here too. They're gonna figure out a way to exploit the game.
Yeah,
and they're gonna try to run it, and then the next person is gonna try to run it, but just run it better. It's going to happen. That's just what it is with these football games, guys. Period. That's what guys do. They're going to figure it out. There's gonna be some YouTube warriors out there that's gonna be out there looking for different ways to
Now this is the thing though.
figure it out.
Now this is the
that's
thing.
what they're gonna do.
When they incorporated this system, this wear and tear system in the Madden for a little bit, there were a multitude of ways to win games when they allowed that. You could run the ball a little bit better. You could take the dink and dump. Dudes that had a bunch of knockouts, you could run at them a couple plays, and then you could pass at them because they were tired from getting ran on for a couple plays. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it kind of neutralized a lot of different abilities that players had. And I think that's what, if you're going to have players just flying around with X-Men powers, then you got to have something to neutralize it to a certain extent. And I felt that the fatigue was a great way of neutralizing all the X-Men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's get back to this. If your quarterback has thrown a ball 40 times in the game and has taken some shots, don't expect him to be at 100% the following week in Dynasty.
I love it.
Woo!
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love that.
I love it.
I love that.
I love it.
In a dynasty, I love that. Obviously, if you're talking about a tournament, then that's a different story.
Tournament different. Franchise.
But a franchise, a dynasty, yeah, I love it. I love every bit of it. Yeah, get out there and play. Get out there and play Michigan and play to your heart's content. Throwing.
Nah,
50,
you get up. You get up 21. You know what I mean? You taking your starters out.
Yeah. And then you get up 30, 40 points. You better take your starters out.
Take them starters out.
You keep going to try to build them up, and then next week you only throw for 50 yards because you got a noodle arm. Great. I love it.
All right, so how does this work, right? This is the question that EA is asking us, or we're asking EA, right? Every limb and body part of a player is linked to a unique attribute. Okay. For instance, if your quarterback's throwing arm receives significant hits, you'll notice a decrease in your throw power and accuracy. Whoo! I like this. I like this a lot. And if they were to add this in Madden, I would like this a lot. But
here's the question, OB James. If they added that in Madden and to kind of go by what Philly is saying in the chat here, right? Because he asked if injuries would be on.
This has nothing. This has nothing to do with the injury part of it. This just has to do with the fatigue. You have the body's ability to take and withstand pain. But
is there any fatigue on?
Yeah, fatigue
injuries are off.
Yeah, there's fatigue on. We had injuries off in the league, and the fatigue was they was crying about fatigue in the league. So this is the fatigue aspect. We ain't even got to the injury part yet. So there's Doc, I'm hurt. That's right under there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
But right here, decreasing your throw power and accuracy. Similarly, damage to legs will impact the player's change of direction and acceleration, making every movement feel slower. Each body part degrades at a different rate, and the player's toughness rating plays a crucial role into how much damage is applied on a given hit. The more damage your body part is, the higher the chance of severity of injury. So, yeah. I'll say so. Doc, I'm hurt. That's the next phase of it, right? Recovery is also a critical part of this feature. Players regain health when they are not on the field, during timeouts, at halftime, and in between weeks. However, be cautious of your player's workload. The worse a body part is damaged, the slower it is to recover. So a player can only recover a limited amount of damage during a single game. Okay, so this encourages strategic game planning and management of players to ensure optimal performance. When it comes to management outside of the quarterback and offensive line, teams will substitute around the fatigue of players or banged up body part. If a player gets really banged up on a given play, expect him to sit a play or two, or maybe more. Later in the game, expectation is that the player will have to tough it out. And here's a chart of how it looks. So you got the slight is yellow, high, and severe is red. I don't know what's going on with Quinn Ewers. Looks like he's about to have a heart attack, though, because it's covering up his chest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
might be heart palpitations. You know what I'm saying?
He took some shots.
He took some shots.
He took some shots.
You know
He
what I'm
took some
saying?
shots in that game. That's
So,
for sure.
Right here, you got Taylor with his left leg is slight. You know, he probably took a hit to the knee or something. Right here, you got everything. I don't know what's going on with the guy over here at UCLA. Yeah, he got some heart problems going on right now, severe. And then you got slight. Everything else is aching on him. And this guy right here, wear and tear, Mafa.
Man.
Yeah, he's cooked. Like he needs to go ahead and just sit it down. Everything is high.
He
arm is broken, leg is broken. Yeah, that's crazy.
My neck and my back.
Yeah, so the player reticle, left side wear and tear bars, right side fatigue. Note that the bars depleting only represent the most hurt body part. Depth chart. Here you can see the wear and tear panel on the bottom right of the player card, as well as the totals and attribute is decreasing in the spreadsheet. Coach vision, hold LT or right stick down, or hold LT plus right stick down to see the wear and tear status of your entire team. Picture in picture. Here we go. Picture in picture. In the play call menu, we've added a ton of wear and tear get up animations after a player's banged up. You'll see a variety of animations for a given body part depending on the severity. You can also manage your player's wear and tear in the Dynasty player card. All right, so changing the game. How you feeling about this so far, Snipes? How y'all feeling about that in the chat, man? I'm loving what I'm reading, raising some concerns. And like I said, we need this information because these type of things, the information that we get is going to determine how we run our dynasty. And we want to have this year we want to have real authentic experiences. You know what I mean with the dynasty, especially with college. We don't want it to be anything. We don't want the dynasty league to be anything like the Madden league. We want it to be the complete polar opposite.
Yeah.
We want the full. We want the full experience. We want the full experience, man.
It's got to be different.
Yeah,
and the thing too is there's gonna be people out there because I've gotten notification from a ton of people that I do commentary for and everything. Some guys have already said because of the information that they have out there right now, they may not even do a college league because they're so upset about this, that, and the third. Now, at the end of the day, if that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea.
Yeah.
But one thing I always send back to all of these guys, every one of these guys, I've said it to them. I've said it's real simple. This is not Madden. It is a completely different game. So you can't treat this game like you treat Madden. Yeah, even back in the day with college, back in the day when we was playing it, you can't treat college the same way you treat Madden. It's completely different. And they did the same thing here. It's a different game. So these guys just have to have an understanding that, look, this is a different game. It's either going to be your cup of tea or it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if it's not, it's okay. It's okay. I'm all about something different. I'm all about it.
No, yeah, I'm with it too.
I'm all about something different. So sign me up. Sign me up.
With these changes, wear and tear will add new depths to players' gameplay more than ever before. Up until now, aside from the risk of throwing an interception or fumbling, what have been the impacts of throwing the ball 40 to 50 times a game? Now, gameplay decisions come with physical consequences for your virtual player, adding another layer to the authenticity and balance to the game. It's not just about the immediate win anymore. Now you have to consider long-term health and performance for your team. With the introduction of wear and tear, fatigue has been completely overhauled. Whereas wear and tear accounts for its physical impacts, fatigue is primarily a conditioning feature designed to provide more realistic snap counts at college level. It's something to pay attention to on a drive to drive basis. Let's say running back gets 3 consecutive carries for positive yards. You may notice them huffing and puffing in pre-play. On a subsequent carry, they're likely to come out of the game. However, recovery has been changed to where it's likely to be for only a single play so they can catch their breath and get back on the field. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it, man.
Yep.
I like it because it's realistic, man. You just giving the ball to a dude 1,000 times, nothing happening. He ain't tired. You just killing. Yeah, man. Dudes got to get tired,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Guys got to definitely get tired, man. I like what they're doing here. I think you already talked about the campus IQ stuff already.
Yeah, we talked about some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We.
Let me see. I think we talked about that. No, this is the option part, right?
Yeah, they got some. Yeah, they got the option game here too. Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked about the 3 bullet points. The option game is a fundamental part of college football, and we've made a thorough effort to add authenticity, depth, and balance. I think this is like people complained about RPOs in Madden.
Oh man, if you complain about RPOs and Madden, college ain't gonna be your game. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm gonna tell you now, because they didn't even understand what was happening. This is why I said college is a completely different game from Madden, because guys didn't even understand and the Madden RPOs were extremely basic. Extremely basic, like
and a lot of guys don't understand.
They don't
RPO came from college.
They don't even understand the concept of RPO, and EA didn't feel nothing was wrong with the way the defense played RPOs. I'm just gonna tell you guys that now. Yeah, they didn't feel anything was wrong with the way they play RPOs, because a lot of guys didn't understand why certain things were happening. They didn't understand the guy who was responsible for who when somebody moved. If you shift your D-line, the responsibilities change. If you shift your linebackers, responsibilities change. So anytime you move somebody on defense, when you move that safety down into the box, he might be responsible for somebody in that RPO. You don't even know it because you just don't understand what you're doing. So now with them having all these different crazy defenses, it may be a lot easier to combat because they'll have a lot more defenses that Madden doesn't have, in this game. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But, the option game is a fundamental part of college football. I think I read that part already, right?
Yeah.
So the changes to the mechanics simplifies the reads while also making RPOs much more usable. If you don't touch anything, the quarterback will simply hand the ball off to the running back. In an RPO scenario, if you want to bail the read and run, press A. If you want to hit the receiver, you can simply press that receiver's corresponding button immediately to throw to him. Looking to keep the ball with the quarterback on an RPO. The type of RPO dictate whether you can read, peek, or can't alert glance. So these are the plays that you can, and a lot of people probably didn't even understand that.
Right.
We made adjustments to differentiate the pitch strength. Now a quick tap, execute a quick pitch while holding L1 or LB will result in a strong pitch. A quick tap for a swift pitch, useful in tight spots. However, it might not hit the pitch back in stride. Holding down L1, LB for a strong pitch, suitable when there's ample space between you and the approaching defender. It requires more time, but offers precise accuracy and velocity. Fake pitching is back. I think they should have had fake pitching in Madden.
Yeah, they should have had that in Madden too. Yep.
That would have got glitchy though. That definitely would have got glitchy. That
Mm-hmm.
definitely would have got glitchy.
It'd have got glitchy, but I still think it should have been in there.
Yeah. Because they would have been dummying out. Fake pitching is back, activated by double tapping L1, LB. You know what I mean? New control around when the quarterback will branch out of option movement has been added as well. If you hold R2 or RT or R trigger, when you're a couple yards past the line of scrimmage, you'll branch into standard ball carrier movement. I like that. Use this when you got. I think they should add that to the quarterback scramble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you should be able to double tap something and just be able to scramble in the backfield like that. Use when you've gotten the edge and decide to try to take it to the crib with the quarterback. We've also added a range of new animation, including comprehensive set of pitch animations and pitch catches. We've also introduced pitch out of tackle animations this year. Ooh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be real nice.
That's gonna be nice. Let's see. So the defense is also seeing some significant upgrades. New AI logic has been added to has been added for the read and pitch keys, including the new read key animation. Read keys now considered more realistic context when deciding to crash or stay home. I like that. Now this may help you RPO weak links. You know what I mean? The people that couldn't stop the RPOs. This may help you because it seems like they've done a better job with the AI. At least they're saying whether to read the pitch keys, on how to read the pitch keys and things like that. Read key animations now consider more realistic context when deciding to crash or stay home. For instance, they're more likely to stay home and play the quarterback when one of the wide hash marks. Conversely, when the offense is close to the first down, they'll play the dive back more often. Okay, so I get it. Pitch keys now exhibit more varied behavior with the ability to bluff whether they're playing the quarterback or running back. Oh, I like that too. So now you can bluff whether you're not on Madden. You key on the quarterback, you kind of can tell. Or if they're playing on the running back, you kind of know that, okay, when I hand this ball off, my running back's gonna get killed because he has a inside stuff right there.
Yeah.
But now, you could bluff that now. So I like that. I like the fact that you can bluff now. They've also introduced new coaching adjustments as well. Rather than a single option defense, you can now instruct your read and pitch key separately on how to defend it. Okay.
They have throughout all the little parts of this game that we're reading, it feels more and more and more like you're playing a RPG football game. A role playing game, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that you're gonna have to do to prepare yourself to play people, because as we already know, college is an offensive oriented game. There's going to be high scoring affairs. We're going to see 100-point games, probably more than we've ever seen in Madden. You don't see it all the time in Madden. You're going to probably see some 100-point games in college. You know what I'm saying? Quite a bit. So, they have to add all of this stuff in order kind of, to try to, to D up some of this offense. They have to add all this stuff. Whoa. It's going to be crazy.
Shells, and I'm not talking about turtles. Okay. Football problems require football solutions with the removal of base alignment.
Oh.
With the removal, let's get this right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. With the removal of base alignment, we want to put our time and effort into improving alignment, along with giving players the ability to disguise your coverage. This is the addition to the chess match that our core fans have been seeking for or asking for. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
In play call, use right stick while in formation view to command your secondary to position in a range of cunningly disguised looks. These can range from high pressure, cover 0 blitz, to a backed off cover 4 look. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Before the snap, you also have the option to showcase a single high or 2 high, depending on the formation you've chosen.
Boy.
Wait. So, all right. So, when there's no base alignment, but they've given you options and they say they improved alignment so that base alignment to make up for not having base alignment in the game.
I think right now, B. James, I think that's the only area right now that I got a feeling is going to be some problems, and it's going to require some patching. I just have a feeling.
I don't know.
I have a feel this going to require some type of patching in that area. I think when the game first comes out, you know what I mean? We're going to be so hyped about it. You're not going to think about it, but then give it a week for guys to be sitting here playing the game and then realizing that, they got rid of base alignment and now there's some problems in the coverage.
Yeah.
So now something's got to get patched. I just have a feel that's going to be the first thing, man, we're gonna see some issues with is that base alignment situation. But
Um,
we'll see.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see. We'll see.
This is, but the excitement doesn't stop there. Before the snap, you also have the option to showcase. Oh, you saw the single high or two high, depending on the formation you chose. Unleash your creativity with these options, just like real life coaches, to confuse opposing quarterbacks. Okay, so you can have two safeties high and be in a cover 3 look, right? So
Yeah,
like so
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
that I like that. Now, like I said, some of the things I'm hoping you'll be able to do in Madden as well. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Or you could be in cover 3 and give a single. You know what I mean? Give a two safety high look. Be in cover 3 or be in cover 2 with a single safety high look. You know what I mean? So I like it. I like it. That means the safeties can bail into coverage. Is that what they're saying?
Well, we don't see that that's what they're saying, but
It seems like that's what they're saying. So okay,
it seems like it.
so it says unleash your creativity with these options, just like real life coaches, to confuse opposing quarterbacks, but tread with caution. If a defensive back has low composure, there's a risk he might mess up the disguise. Oh my god! Oh my god! All right. So you got it. You got it.
Now, I know you were just talking about the shells, right? But I'm telling you right now, and I've already read. I've read most of this already. But when you get down to the actual tiers for these abilities, when you get down to the tiers, that's where when you could go right back up to the whole shell situation and see like, yo, this is these abilities is gonna make a difference. So this is gonna require guys really looking into what teams they're gonna select based on your dynasty or whatever like that, because some of these tiers, they're kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Some of these tiers are crazy.
Let's go over some of these abilities, man. So you got field general, option king, workhorse, and downhill, right? So, and it says type: mental ability, physical ability, physical ability, physical ability. So, mental ability. It says can identify blitzers, post snaps. Can identify blitzer pre snap. Can identify blitzer and coverage shell pre-snap. Can identify blitzer coverage shell and disguise coverage pre-snap.
And the bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, those are your tiers that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Those are the tiers.
Those are the tiers. So like you got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and then you got the type of ability that it is, and it can be a mental or a physical ability. So mental, I'm assuming, is something that's pre-snap, post-snap.
Yeah.
That's you basically is read based. All right. Option king, that's a physical ability. So slight accuracy increase on quick pitches. Right? So this is something that you got a read option quarterback, this is what you want to have on this read option quarterback. Moderate accuracy increase on quick pitches. Significant accuracy speed increases on the pitches, and wear and tear protection on option plays.
Speed increases on pitches.
Mm-hmm.
And wear and tear protection on option plays. Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's not even the best. Ultimate speed / accuracy increase on pitches, and wear and tear protection on option plays.
Oh man, the option gonna be glitchy. Option gonna be glitchy.
Oh yeah.
Option gonna be glitchy.
Yeah,
man.
option gonna be option. All right, so workhorse, physical ability, slight protection from wear and tear effect when colliding with other players. All right, that's bronze. Silver is moderate protection from wear and tear effects when colliding with other players. All right, that's cool. You get the gold, significant protection from wear and tear effects when colliding with other players, and then platinum was ultimate protection from wear and tear effects when colliding with other players. All right, so that's cool. Downhill, slightly more broken tackles after reaching max speed. Moderately increased broken tackles after reaching max speed. It says significantly more broken tackles when reaching 90% of max speed. Ultimate ability to break tackles after reaching 80% of max speed. So I don't know, man. These seem to be some interesting
Yeah.
These are interesting abilities, man. In college football, we are introducing 80 abilities. Oh my God, 80 abilities.
Wow.
80 abilities. We are introducing 80 abilities, ladies and gentlemen. Not one, not two. We have 15 to 20, but there are 80. Yes, there are abilities. There are 80 abilities. The majority of which are completely new to the football gaming space. These abilities are purely situational boosts, and he said there are no guarantees. Abilities are categorized in two groups, physical and mental. Each of these groups is further divided into 4 tiers: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. The most a player can have at any given time is 5 physical and 3 mental abilities. That's 8 abilities.
Damn, they could have 8.
They can have 8 abilities, bro.
Abilities.
8 abilities, bro.
Wow.
They went from 4 little boxes, maybe 5 boxes in Madden, to 8 freaking abilities in college.
Wow.
8 abilities.
Wow.
8 abilities, Snipes.
Wow.
8 abilities.
I mean, I'm speechless on that. I'm speechless on that. Bro.
8 abilities, Snipes.
Like I am speechless on that. Like, bro, that's wild. You hear me? That is wild. 8 abilities.
8 abilities, bro.
For one guy.
One guy. Let's look at let's go back. Let's get a quick look at this, man. So
Wow.
I brought up Travis. I brought up Travis Hunter earlier. Let me get back to the screen. Let me find the screen. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So I brought up Travis Hunter earlier. I tried to move the screen up on OBS. All right. So here we go. Travis Hunter has 8 abilities. Like he has 8. He has 3 mental and 5 physical. He's probably gonna need that because he's probably like one of maybe 3 players that probably have abilities on Colorado.
And they can play on both sides of the ball. You can play on both sides of the ball.
No, well, I don't know. Can he? That's what I'm saying. Can he? But let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. So we talked about the most player can have at a given time is 5 physical and 3 mental abilities. All right, that's 8. Our aim is to provide players with increasing depth as they progress through these tiers. For instance, consider our new grip breaker ability under the physical category. This ability bolsters a defender's capability to disengage from a block. At the bronze and silver tiers, the ability is only applicable during run plays. However, at the gold and platinum levels, it is also applies to pass plays, with its effect significantly amplified. Another important note to make is that the abilities a player can have is solely determined by their archetype. Mental abilities, on the other hand, are dictated by position of the player.
I like the fact that they put the archetype in there. You know what I mean? It's determined by the archetype. It can't just be anybody having it.
You gotta do with 8 abilities now, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Travis Hunter is good, and he's great. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's get back to it. Players' abilities are not final. Represents a game in development. Okay.
Oh, so they're just telling us that everything isn't final yet. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. So while creating abilities, we kept gameplay balance at the forefront of our development. A perfect example of this is the new pocket shield ability. This progressively makes offensive linemen hold the blocks better on a standard pass play. However, even at the platinum tier, this ability at the platinum tier of this ability, it doesn't apply if the distance to the first down is more than 10 yards. So you'll have to stay on schedule to reap the benefits. Lastly, it's still possible for a lineman to lose even at platinum tier.
Okay.
Well, that's cool, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so let's see. Though this will be expanded upon later in the upcoming Dynasty Deep Dive.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we have introduced coach abilities with gameplay effect. These abilities will have significant impact on major features such as confidence and composure, home field advantage, and play style.
So the coach is gonna have abilities.
Yeah, that's the name counting what the coach is gonna be having. So keep in mind you got players with 8 abilities, and your coaching ability is gonna kick in at some point. Okay, so it says pre-snap recognition. Can you see everything at the line of scrimmage like experienced senior? What about the freshman playing on the road in front of the 100,000 screaming fans? We have introduced a new pre-snap recognition feature designed to bring a level of clarity to the line of scrimmage that reflects the experience level of players controlling the game. For instance, a freshman player may not be able to identify who is coming on the blitz or what shell is at the line of scrimmage compared to what a seasoned senior would recognize. So basically, you want to have a senior quarterback that's seasoned and knows what he's doing. It says our new system takes into account player and coach abilities, home field advantage, and our new coverage shells, which we'll talk about later. All of which impact the player or impact what a player can see at the line of scrimmage. All right, what ability do I need? Oh my God!
I read this, sir. I read this a little bit earlier.
I'm gonna let you read this part, Snipes.
All right, what ability do I need? The field general ability is what brings all of this together. Here's how it works. So your bronze tier blitzes are highlighted, but only after the snap. This gives players a basic level of awareness, but requires them to react quickly. The silver tier, players can spot blitzes before the snap, but only if they're close to the line of scrimmage, and only for a brief moment. This gives players a slight edge and allows them to plan their moves with a bit more foresight. Your gold tiers and your platinum tiers, this is where it gets serious. The gold tier unveils a coverage shell momentarily, giving players a glimpse into the defensive strategy. The platinum tier allows players to see even disguised shells, albeit briefly. This is designed to ensure that the defensive player can make strategic adjustments in response. The pre-snap recognition feature adds a new dimension to gameplay, rewarding players who can quickly analyze and adapt the evolving game situation on the field. And then you can see on the bottom on the screen right there, they show a couple quick vids on how something could be read. Like you see him reading the two blitzers.
Yeah.
And obviously that's that's yours. You was just a senior this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a senior this year. So obviously he's going to be a guy that's going to be able to pretty much read everything.
Yeah.
And he was able to read it with no problem. You can see what he's doing there. So I think that's going to be kind of wild.
All right. So they keep talking about confidence and composure. I'll let you read a little bit of that too, Snipes.
All right, in college football 25, the game isn't only about who has the most skilled players on the field. It's also about who can maintain their composure in a high-pressure situation. Confidence and composure is about moment-to-moment gameplay, reflecting the real-life ups and downs of these student athletes as each play unfolds. Just like we see on Saturdays, players could get hot or cold depending upon the outcome of each play. So that kind of almost sounds like your bar that we got in Madden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of sounds almost like like that. Obviously, just skin it a little different. The experience plays in a critical role in confidence and composure. A freshman player will have more vital swings compared to a seasoned senior. As a crowd level increases, the effect of the player's confidence increases progressively. This emphasizes the importance of composure in the digital gridiron, making it a crucial factor to consider for every play and every game. No different than what we see on Saturdays with the young starter. It is important to control the game and keep the chains moving. In a heated atmosphere of a rival game like the game, the stakes of maintaining composure are even higher. Events such as scoring touchdowns can lift the morale of the entire team, while individual achievements such as pass breakups could significantly boost the composure of a player who makes the big play. It's also important to note that composure is highly individualized, driven by the player's archetype. For instance, when your player starts to quote cook,
Yeah.
a scrambler quarterback will have the improved ball security, while a field general will benefit from improved throw accuracy. That's actually pretty dope. Can't front. Additionally, players can have unique mental abilities that influence their composure. These abilities can even affect their teammates for that position group. Consider the Legion ability, which increases the confidence of other defensive backs when that player gets an interception. Take note, these mental abilities are lost anytime a player goes cold, making the management of confidence and composure even more essential.
Yeah.
I will leave the heavy details for the Dynasty blog. Obviously we got to wait for more details with that with Dynasty. I'm not even going to read the rest of that there
Yeah.
that's just tell about they're going to have a Dynasty blog. So I think the Dynasty blog, B James, is going to be huge for most guys.
So they got this next part is crazy. The coach vision, right? And they give you an example, right? So you can see right here, you hold the left stick up, and it shows one set of things, and then on the right side it shows you press the right stick up, it shows your composure. It says
so that's something you're going to actually be able to
you'll be able
control.
to see. You'll be able to see and control during the game. You'll be able to see who's tired, whose confidence and composure is lacking, whose wear and tear is kind of diminishing. I like that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of guys gonna be using that wear and tear feature, especially if it's something that is real serious and it really makes a difference.
Oh, and they brought the matchups back. They brought the matchups
back.
They brought the matchup back. I love that because you can see this guy's 7+ speed. You got the go route. If we go route, you got a chance of beating him. So you can see what the blocking is doing with the right stick, the composure. You can check the wear and tear, and you can see what the matchups are like. On the left side, you can see the cornerback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end abilities with the left stick to the right. Linebackers and corners, D-line, and a quarterback, I'm sure. So, that's pretty dope. It says matchups. While the idea is showing the matchup is not new, we have reworked the formula to make this easily accessible and straightforward for you. This is now color-coded for ease and understanding. Green for a favorable matchup, yellow for an even one, and red for a disadvantage. This system enables you to quickly assess the situation and adjust your game plan accordingly. Boom. We don't really got to go into home field advantage too deep because we already know what that's about. It's not going to be too much different from Madden, I'm sure. Jesus Christ. But, hey, that looks wild. That looks wild. Picture trying to snap the screen is just blurry. Like, that looks crazy. That's the stadium post. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. The louder the stadium is, that's crazy. That's crazy. I like that. Y'all can check that out. Pre-play controls. Oh, there we go. We got some more game. We got some more motion right there. This year before each snap, you'll notice several enhancements designed to amplify the strategic gameplay. Hot routes have undergone a revamp, providing all players with the access to 12. Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
We're talking about.
Oh
that's
my God.
What I'm talking about right there.
We don't need hot route master no more because everybody got it.
No,
God damn it!
Because
That's what I'm talking about.
got it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Everybody got it.
Oh my God!
They should have been doing.
They should have been doing that, man. Man,
they should have been doing that in Madden.
Why do you? That's why. How long have I been saying? Why do I need a hot route master to call a hot route for like the receivers can't run the routes?
Right.
Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about.
This makes all sense in the world, man. Every quarterback should have that option to bust a hot route for anybody on the field.
Oh my God. All right, so let me read this again for you guys that may have missed out, may not have been paying attention, but this is huge right here. This year before each snap, you'll notice several enhancements designed to amplify the strategic gameplay. Hot routes have undergone revamp, providing all players with access to 12 unique routes. For instance, the new Bang 8 route has been incorporated into the outside receiver tree.
Oh my God.
The entire route tree is readily available for all quarterbacks without the need of an ability. That's what I'm talking about, Snipes. That's what I'm talking about, Snipes.
Yeah. That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you wasn't gonna play college, something like that right there makes
everybody got hot route master to start.
There's no excuses. There's no excuses. You have every angle you need to have.
Everybody got hot route master.
Everybody has it. Everybody has it. That's huge. That's huge.
Defensively, the risk factor associated with the run command has been toned down as well. Traditionally, the risk was conceding a touchdown if the offense opted for a pass, with the reward potentially being a tackle for loss. Now, this mechanic only affects the defender's position in the box. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yep.
All right. Lastly, we're introducing custom stems, a new feature that allows you to adjust the distance of a receiver's route. While hot routing, press the L1, LB to start adjusting. Move the left stick to modify the distance. Oh my God! So you
get single yard or the D-pad to alternate in 5-yard increments. Wow!
Oh man!
Wow!
Oh my God!
Yo,
you better Warriors are back. You better Warriors are back alive. You're back alive. Yo. You're back alive. Yeah, I know the better Warriors out there like, oh God, we're liking what we were reading, but right there, I think we got action, baby. Meta Warriors are back. All right. I like it. I like it. All right. Revamp passing. Let's see what this is about, man. Revamp passing. Quarterback. The iconic position in football. Our main objective in the past game was to hone the art of layering the football. This includes everything from dropping the ball in the bucket to your tight end between the linebackers and free safety to throwing a bullet on a 12-yard dig route. These new trajectory changes really allow you to throw the receivers wide open. So you can throw receivers wide open. It's kind of like free form, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To accomplish this, we increase the variance of left stick pass lead intent, change our inaccuracy, mislocation, and overhauled our passing trajectories. The biggest change you will feel immediately is how evolved the concept of throw power. Now, throw power doesn't simply refer to the distance of throw, but how hard you can throw it. You often hear color commentators discuss quarterbacks' arm strength in the context of 10 to 5-yard bullets on a hook and dig routes rather than the 6-yard throws downfield. Yeah, that is true. Can they throw? How perfectly can you throw outside the numbers? While these enhancements are exciting, it is important to maintain balance. For years, the players have been able to hold a bullet pass with the little to no consequences. However, in this new system, the distance of the throw and the quarterback's attribute and abilities will affect the accuracy of a bullet pass, potentially resulting in accuracy penalties. I like it. How you feel about it?
Yeah. I mean what's not to like? What's not to like right now, man? I'm still geeked about the last that we was talking about, man. Everybody being able to, everybody got hot route master now.
Yeah,
I'm just pumped. I'm just pumped from that. Everything else is just icing on the cake. That right there is, the fact that everybody has that now, man. That just adds, a lot more openness to the game. It really does.
Yeah, I like it. Hold on.
You don't have to. You don't have to feel like. You don't have to feel like you're at a disadvantage.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because college is already one of those games that if you don't have a high powered team, you might have some problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no might about it. You gonna have some problems.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, like, just to have that, man, that's huge. That is huge, man. That's huge. I'm definitely pumped about that.
Awesome. Let me shrink you down over here so I can get you on the screen.
Yeah, I don't need to be so daggone big on the screen, Mike.
Shrink you down a little bit. There we go. All right.
Perfect.
All right. So there we go. With that being said, you got let's see. Where we stop at? Oh, 60-yard throws. While these enhancements, blah blah blah. On the start of a pass, you will notice 3 colors: blue, yellow, and red. The size of these sections depends on the quarterback's attributes, abilities, the throw distance, and other factors that impact accuracy, such as being pressured, back foot, on the run, etc. Landing in the blue increases the chances of a safe, accurate ball, while landing in the yellow could mean more uncertainty from your ideal target. Red areas indicate potential inaccuracy. The longer you stay in the red, the greater the penalty. Keep in mind that not all red sections are equal. Quarterbacks with weaker arms or low accuracy ratings will have larger red sections. Oh my God.
Wow.
No different from real life. Trying to push the ball downfield consistently with the quarterback who has a weak arm is not a great move. This new improved mechanic adds engaging dimension to the game, distinguishing the digital signal callers in a unique way. We have made significant enhancements to the pump fake mechanic. Now when you're playing with a pass meter, the meter will appear over the receiver you are pump faking to. It is no longer necessary for receivers to execute a double move for defenders to react in that direction.
Oh, wow.
We have worked on improving defenders' reaction to the pump fake in terms of angle they take and duration of which their reaction and more. These improvements add another layer to the passing game. I agree. All right. Introducing the switch stick. This is probably gonna be one of my new favorite features. Have you ever found yourself making an adjustment to defend your opponent's passing game, all to try and stop the same pass plays from being used repeatedly against your defense? Get ready for control you've never had. We're introducing Switch Stick, a simple yet powerful tool that makes defense switching more compelling. When you're lurking in coverage, flick the right stick. This will directionally switch you to the other coverage defenders accordingly to the direction of your flick, thus allowing you to play multiple levels of the field in an instance. Ooh,
Whoa. Whoa.
That
Sounds kind of intriguing.
Sounds intriguing, man.
Sounds intriguing. That sounds intriguing.
It says, we know the pain of getting caught on your defensive line. Remember I told you about that? I said, trying to make an adjustment. So additionally, when in pass rush situations, press the left stick plus, what's that, B or O? Or
B
or circle?
B on Xbox or circle on PlayStation.
Yeah. So to switch directionally, what about the hit stick? No worries here. Once the quarterback has thrown the ball or crosses the line of scrimmage, the right stick turns back into the hit stick. Okay. All right, well, yeah, so we in good shape right there.
Wow. The defensive game has changed from here. Okay.
Whew, okay.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, so that's...
Let me say this real quick, man, before you continue.
Yeah.
This is going to be a learning curve for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is, a lot of the guys are excited to play college. And, have already made the purchase of the MVP bundle and everything, which, again, I'll say till the cows come home, this is the best deal that you could get. Even if you're just going to play Madden, I still think this is the best deal you could get because you're getting 2 games. You're getting 2 games almost for the price of one because you got to think about it. You was going to pay $100 for Madden, $100-something for Madden anyway.
Yep.
Madden wasn't – matter of fact, this year, I think this is going to be the first year. I don't think Madden was going to be, your normal $99 game. If you get the deluxe edition, I think it was going to be like $110. I think most of the deluxe edition games are like $110 now.
Yeah.
They're not as cheap as they were. They went up like $10. So you getting everything, especially if you have the the EA Play, getting everything for $134, but plus tax. What for me was, what was it? What I spent? 146 with tax.
Yeah.
That's what I spent.
Agreed.
146 with tax. So you know, at the end of the day, you gotta take it. You gotta take advantage of that deal. So I'll say that to the cows come home. Even if you play this for a little bit, great. At least you have college. But you know what I mean. Even if you just play Madden, this is the better deal. But even if you do play college, this is going to be a learning curve for a lot of people. It's going to be a learning curve for us. We ain't played this game over 10 years. So this is going to be a learning curve for us, man. So I just wanted to put that out there real quick. For guys that think they're just going to come in and just play it like it's Madden, don't fool yourself.
All right, so playbooks and team style. I'll let you read that first part, Snipes.
Yeah, I got you. You getting tired of reading. That's what that is.
I'm getting tired of reading. I've been working all night, man.
Oh, no, you good. This year, over 1,500 new plays, more than 50 formations, along with 134 team playbooks have been created to reflect current offensive and defensive trends in the sport. In addition to team playbooks, College Football 25 also includes 10 non-team playbooks. Whoa. Interesting. They're based on a variety of play styles such as air raid, multiple pistol, power spread, option, pro, run and shoot, spread option, and veer and shoot. These playbooks can be customized and saved as a custom playbook, adding an extra layer of strategy to the game. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting right there. And especially based on based on whatever league you're in, if they're gonna allow custom playbooks or not. Can you imagine if you allow custom playbooks in a league
with all these plays in it?
With all these plays in it?
Yeah, it'll be glitchy.
Like it could get real glitchy, man. And that might be a discussion that a lot of commissioners are going to have, like, do we allow custom playbooks or do we not allow custom playbooks? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be a discussion. There's no doubt. And I think a lot of people, especially with college, they're going to want they're going to want custom playbooks, but it's just based on whatever, your league you're in or whatever. So that's going to be interesting. Staying true to the theme of player control, a brand new type of trick play will debut. The do-it-yourself reverse. What? In these plays, you decide whether to hand off to your teammate using the L1 or LB, or keep the ball and run. This introduces exciting plays like the halfback direct.
Oh my God!
Wow. This introduces exciting plays like the halfback direct, do-it-yourself reverse, designed to keep the defense on their toes. Man, this game is gonna be glitchy. The game action picks up with the addition of trick plays, including double pass, reverse
flicker
pass.
Oh my God!
Reverse flea flicker. A note to consider is that when running any given trick play, the defense will adapt, making these play calls a much riskier proposition. A new glance RPO play type has been added, giving players the ability to read a safety to the side of the glance route, which is a short post. This year's game is filled with RPO plays. Consequently, we recognize the need to enhance the defense's abilities to counter them. In the majority of defensive alignments, defenders who are positioned away from the run action will prioritize their pass responsibilities. Additionally, defenders have been designed to be more aggressive in fending off blocks, from incoming receivers. On top of that, run-fit defenders are now capable of responding to the run action more rapidly, enabling them to come downhill and make the stop.
Yeah.
When it comes to attention to detail, we didn't stop there. You will see the popular wide formation splits from teams such as Oklahoma and Tennessee, which are spread further out than traditional formations, a characteristic of the veer and shoot play style. And you can see the picture right there to how everybody is spread out the way that's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
A flex bone option offense is also introduced, featuring base plays such as triple option, midline rocket toss, counter option, and zone dive. On the deep, let me just say this real quick. I got a funny feeling that zone dive is going to be glitchy.
Hey man, look,
I
you
got
see,
it,
you
it,
see this formation. You see this formation.
yeah,
It's gonna get glitchy, bro.
yeah,
It's gonna get
yeah,
glitchy, bro. This is not
yeah,
the NFL. You don't got
yeah,
inside stuff right here. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Man, we gonna see. On the defensive side of the ball, the playbooks assigned to the teams, including the 3-2-6, the 3-4, 3-4 multiple, the 3-3-5, the 3-3-5 tight, 4-2-5, 4-3, 4-3 multiple, and
425.
multiple.
Ooh,
Mm,
425.
mm. Interesting.
Yeah, it's going.
So that's wow. Wow. All right, so tempo game. In order to replicate the quick paced nature of college football, we introduced several modifications prior to the snap. These include no huddle and a new turbo type tempo type, both aiming to speed up the game flow. In the no huddle tempo, players rush back to the line, offering a traditional tempo option with wire triangle. Although there is no huddle, audibles to plays within your personnel group are still possible. Meanwhile, the turbo tempo encapsulates a rapid rush to the line of play, and that's activated by square or X post play. Think back to your blur offense days at Oregon. You're essentially trading the ability to hot route and audible at the line of scrimmage for the advantage of the defense not being set. Wow. And the defensive line being slower to the ball. Take note that in order for this to be effective, you need to snap the ball within the earliest stages of the play clock. If you want to define this as your style of play, you could turn this setting on in your coach adjustment setting. So press B or circle in post play allows you to revert any preset tempo and coach adjustments back to the huddle. With these new controls, a spike function has been incorporated into the turbo tempo. Wow. What you think about that, B?
I like it. I like it. They got the blur offense. It says
I think
trading
I
the
just
ability
think
to hot route and audible at the line of scrimmage. I like that.
yeah, I think obviously I think we all have to see, feel how this is going to work within a game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all fun on paper. It's all great on paper. But I think it's something that we're all going to have to really just look into game and see, how it's going to pan out. AI teams now exhibit distinctive identities in their tempo usage. Teams like Oklahoma, for instance, adopt up-tempo strategy for most of the game, possibly calling for a shot play after securing a first down in certain areas of the field at a fast pace. Conversely, teams like Michigan may only that's Philly's favorite team, by the way.
Yeah.
May only resort to this move following a significant play to jumpstart the offense when losing. In relation to clock management, AI decision making regarding timeout usage has also undergone substantial revision to more accurately mirror the strategic decision making of real life coaches. Excuse me. Both players and the AI can now initiate a spike from any alignment, thereby conserving crucial seconds.
Oh, that's dope.
That is
That's
interesting.
dope.
That's dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's real dope. Yeah. That's real dope.
So you don't have to go into that spike formation. You can just run to the line of scrimmage and spike it. I like it.
That's fire. I like that. That's fire.
Yeah, that's dope.
In situations where players of the AI are about to audible, players will glance towards the sideline, looking at the play call holders on both offense and defense. If the defense is caught looking at the sideline, they will be slower to get to the ball. Wow.
Okay.
Note the walk to the line is back, and officials are spotting the ball. So the heart pumping moment of whether or not you'll be able to snap the ball time is back. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I like it.
so they got the officials coming in spotting the ball.
Yeah, they got the official coming and
So,
spotting the ball, so that the clock don't start until the ball gets spotted.
yeah. Exactly. So you can have literally 3 seconds left, but the clock is not going to stop.
Yeah,
No, not going to start
yeah,
until they get the okay. So they still have time to still get a play off.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's going to be crazy.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Real time coaching. Making its debut in this year's edition is the RTC Real Time Coaching. It's an adaptive coaching engine designed to authentically enhance both offensive and defensive CPU gameplay. I know this might not cater to some people, but there are a lot of people that still do CPU stuff, so it's important to get this information out. In the RTC engine, coaching aggressiveness possesses unique adaptive adjustment levels. This means that different coaches will react and adapt differently to successful run or pass games, thus creating a more authentic, dynamic, and unpredictable game environment. Additionally, the AI now has access to the full range of adjustments, just like a human player would make. As a result, you can expect these teams to employ an array of adjustments such as shade techniques, showing the blitz, run commits, QB contains, and spies, to name a few. Name a few just situational adjustments. Go ahead.
Let y'all can go to the website and read that part. That's computer play. Let's get. I guess this is the end of the article. But let's see. In the trenches, all new features mentioned above are great, but we know that championships are won in the trenches. If your offensive line can't hold up, nothing else matters. This year, our primary emphasis up front was showing what true game wreckers look and feel like inside. There's more to the game than just sacking the quarterback. Great defensive linemen can dominate inside just by using their size and strength advantage to create constant pressure and manipulating the pocket. A new pass protection mechanic has been added, which provides 6 pass protections targeting schemes. These schemes allow players to have increased control over matchups. Through user interface matchup lines, player can now see who is targeting who, and indicators will show unblocked defenders. Additionally, the pocket formation on pass plays has been improved to enhance the overall gameplay. To maintain the flow of momentum in blocking interaction, 400 animations have been added. These animations not only cover open field blocking, but also extended pass blocking and run blocking, point of attack / engagement. This helps deliver an aggressive and powerful experience in the trenches, akin to what is played out in the real life on Saturdays. The pass rush and run stopping power of the defense have also seen a significant upgrade. The ability for pass rushers to play more pass rush moves and more often has been increased. The improvement is backed with new animations. Similarly, defenders now have increased ability to play more shed moves in the run game. Also supported with new animation. These upgrades aim to enhance the activity in the trenches, making it more lifelike. You ever get sick of watching Madden and dudes just engaged and they wrestling with each other like this?
Yeah.
Just doing this. I want to see some hand movement. I want to see some of this. Get off me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see all of that. You know what I'm saying? So another key focus development was targeting system for the fundamental blocking schemes such as inside zone, outside zone. The aim to increase the user ability to predict the outcome of targeting and be confident that the defenders who need to get picked up will be targeted. All right, so it's pouring out here. What is this supposed to be about?
It's about weather.
Is it?
I think it's about weather.
Throwing over
yes, they're talking about like the weather.
We have introduced several changes to the gameplay to make the experience more immersive, realistically difficult. The weather now plays a significant role in influencing the outcome of the game, and the effects are far from subtle. Okay, let's first touch on player movement. Harsh weather conditions affect the movement of your players. It's challenging to plant and cut. These conditions, and this will be the first thing you feel. The passing game faces considerable impact when playing under harsh weather conditions as well. Players will notice wobbly passes, impacted pass accuracy, and throw power are some of the gameplay elements affected by the weather.
Okay.
Okay. The chances of increased drops and fumbles also rise under adverse weather conditions. The ball becomes slippery and harder to hold on to, increasing the risk of turnovers. This aspect means players will have extra cautious while handling the ball, using the RB and R1 button to cover ball. This is not a not a one-way street. However, weather will also base wrap and dive tackling a bit more challenging as well. Lastly, weather impacts special teams. You will feel hits to your kick power and accuracy. Oh my God.
Man. Oh man.
Kick the ball in heavy rain and snow can drastically alter the trajectory and distance, making field goals and punts challenging. All right, so that's crazy. The little things. It's the little things. You may have noticed in the trailer, but in case you didn't, new 1-foot sideline catch animations have been added. You can access these by possession catching near the sideline. Oh, we kind of figured that.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
New walk to the line have been added. Now all players on each side of the ball will walk to the line of scrimmage following the play call. The timing of when you can snap should still feel quick while still giving the opposing team time to adjust. Okay, so they give you time. They giving the defense a little time to make adjustments with the walk to the line of scrimmage. Okay, I got it. Defensive pursuit has been refreshed in college to represent the wide range of player abilities. In real life, to track the ball carrier in space, player pursuit rating is key in this aspect. Playmaker, fan favorite, playmaker mechanic, right stick on pass plays has been revamped for increased responsiveness and control. Okay, I like it. Play action. When play action is called, run situations such as first downs are less than 3 yards to the first down. The effects on run fit defenders are now amplified. Okay. Look at the Coliseum. Look at the Coliseum. USC right there, man.
I mean, I think that the field goal thing, it looks pretty self-explanatory when you look at the video.
Yeah.
It looks. It's just if you play 2K, it's kind of the same thing. 2K or any basketball game back in the day, it's kind of the same thing.
All right, so they brought back the hyping of the crowd and swagging out the crowd with the swag out with the right stick. If you want to take it up a notch, you can combo right sticks with left bumper. The system allows you to swag out, get pumped up, or taunt the crowd your way. All right, so I like that they brought that back. I wish they brought that to Madden too. Victory formation. Welcome to victory formation. We all know that feeling of a pivotal third or fourth and short. Opposing team is out of timeouts, and our running back gets just enough to steal the game. As long as football games have existed, after this game clinching moment, you had to sit under the center for 30 seconds just to take 3 consecutive kneels. Well, I'm happy to say those days are over. This year, as soon as a game is mathematically over, just take a knee. Players will come into the field and we'll simulate the following kneel downs.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
That gets some games over when people doing stupid stuff in the middle of it. You know what I mean? So not only does this feel like Saturday, but it can also get you back into your next game, whenever that may be. All right.
I like that. And obviously, they're gonna be talking about it. They're talking about all the other little things with the, mascots and all the little activities on that, at the end. So I mean, that's basically it, man. There's not really a whole lot else to.
No, it's not a whole lot else to talk about.
It's not a whole lot else to really talk about in regards to that.
Yeah. So I guess now we're just basically awaiting the Dynasty deep dive. That'll be the next information we'll be waiting for. To get out to everybody and things like that. But everybody that tuned in today, We appreciate your viewership. Make sure you hit that like, that follow, that subscribe button. If you're interested in participating in our dynasty, let me drop that link in the chat too. For the people that want to participate in the dynasty, you still can sign up, and we will get that information to you as it becomes available. But you can sign up now to get your name on the list, so that when that information becomes available, you're already in position to be in. You know what I mean? To be one of the first to sign up. We'll have it on both consoles for those that are interested in playing. But yeah, check it out. Check it out. So here, if you're interested in being part of the college football dynasty that we're doing here at Madden Underground and Underground Sports Gaming and Snipes Television, make sure you sign up there in the link that we just dropped into the chat. Click there, sign up, get your name on the list, and check it out, man. If you're in YouTube, let me go to YouTube. I'll drop it in YouTube too.
Definitely drop it on YouTube too, also, because some of the guys may go back there, and then there's some guys in there tuning in on YouTube also.
Yeah.
Let them know about it as well too. And don't forget, for those that may have just come in here also, make sure you go back and rewatch, because we did talk earlier as well about one of the reasons why. Because I know we know that a lot of guys are upset at the fact that there's no cross play, but the biggest thing that most people are upset about is that there's no exporting. And we gave our reasoning as to why that's the case. And if you really go back and you take a look at and understand the financials on everything, you'll understand why they haven't done it. So,
Definitely.
So again, go back. And take a look at the video. Again, we did that earlier. We're not even going to go through it again, and we talked about it on Wednesday too on our podcast. So again, just go back, take a look at that, so that way you guys have an understanding, and you and just think about it. Even though you hear it coming out of our mouths, just think about it, and think about if you were a part of that business, what would you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so you definitely got to think about it from a business perspective. We could talk about it all day,
All day long.
all day long, as far as how upset we are, boo-hoo, and this, that, and the third. But we got to understand those financials, because at the end of the day, it's all about that paper. It is. So
Definitely. So like I said, man, I dropped that link in the chat. I look forward to meeting some of you guys and contacting some of you guys about the Dynasty League. Get ready, man. We stay tuned, man. We got Madden Underground Pro League playoffs this weekend. We got the final week 18, some big matchups. So make sure you guys keep it locked. We're gonna be calling and commentating those games. Some big time matchups coming up in those playoff games. So make sure you guys keep it locked. Get you a glimpse of what we do over here at Madden Underground, man. So you guys can see what it is that you have to look forward to with the Dynasty, because we're gonna give you also extremely unique experience with the Dynasty. And you don't want to miss out, man. It's going to be extremely fun. So make sure you guys keep it locked. Thank you again for tuning in. Your boy Brian James. Got my guy Snipes with me. And we'll be back soon. Keep those notifications loaded. You never know when we go live. We go live every Wednesday at our scheduled time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't want to miss that on Wednesday. But if any news breaks, we will go live. So you want to get those notifications, make sure you hit that follow button. Don't be a weirdo. Don't be that guy that's just like me, just peeping this out. I'll peep these guys out, and then you telling your friends about all the stuff you heard on here and witnessed on here, and then you ain't following to find us the next time we go live. Don't be that guy, man. Don't be a creep. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like, hit that follow button. Make sure you come back, and we'll be back next week for sure. But keep it locked, because we will be going live Wednesday. And we may be, and I think we're gonna be playing some X Defiant on Underground Sports Gaming tonight. I don't know if you want to get on with us, Snipes.
You know what? Tonight I ain't doing nothing. I think I'm gonna get on. I think I'm gonna get on some X Divine for a little bit tonight.
We're gonna be on X Defiant tonight. You can catch us on Underground UG Sports Gaming, the Twitch over there. We'll be broadcasting that over there. So make sure you guys keep it locked, and we'll see you soon.
All right.
All right, let's see how to get out of here. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, we're out here.